Hey there, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we get to see two flip throughs of Flower Market Blue digital kit by the Journal Boat. I had made two books, and each one is a single signature, though they were supposed to be both signatures in one book, and it just would not fit. But here was the covers. I think I'd showed those before, maybe somewhere. I have some dangles. And inside we have a pretty digital freebie from Artie Mays. Had little birdies and roses. This was a tag I had made a while back. It was just some of my scraps that I did a collage with, and then did some focals. These are some stickers from the dollar store. And this is mulberry paper that I had extra strips from cutting off, and so I made a little ribbon with it. This here is a flower cone, and it will be an upcoming video of mine on how to do that with a doily. And you just tuck it down into one of the pieces of ephemera. I did a lot of ripping on the sides of the pages. I did a lot of little clusters of pieces. This was from a small flower book I had. I never looked in it, so I thought I'd put some of the pretty images in here. Here was a little cluster and a pocket. And this is on mulberry paper. Whoops. This is mulberry paper here that I made the ribbons with. And then here's another pretty cluster with a little wheelbarrow in it. And this is one of the Tim Holtz flowers, and I cut it out. I painted it, and then I did some clear embossing on top of it. So sort of shiny. Another one of the beautiful images. One of these little seed packets I thought would go well in here. More of the mulberry paper. This was a texture paste that I had done, and I sprayed it, and it has a rose pattern on it, plus another one of the Tim Holtz flowers, and just a couple little images or tags and journal cards in it. This was what I made from watching Carrie the Crafter do his antiquarian pages, and it's just got a little bit of a colored pencil there to color it up once you stamp it. I really was happy with how that turned out. This is a little notebook of scraps. Just a bunch of little things that they might be able to use to write on. Plus it had an iris. This was part of an invitation kit. It was a really beautiful piece of vellum. So I put it in here. It's got like that on one side and one on the other. So I wrapped it through here. And then this, you could write underneath, put a little piece of something underneath to store. Here's one of my puzzle pockets. That's another one of my videos. But of course, you've got a belly band sort and a side tag. Stenciling with a pretty image. More clusters. Another one of the images and more clusters. Yeah, the same thing over and over. Here's where I've got the little butterflies tied in for the dangles. And this I made into a belly band. This is another freebie from Artie Mays. And it could be written on the back of it. Then I've got more of the digital. And this was a little envelope, and I left it unglued. And this was part of a invitation card itself. And I put it in there like this. I just tucked it behind this little piece of wording. And here was a piece one of my friends gave me in a Happy Mail. And this is a piece that is folded over, and you've got two tucks underneath of it, making a pocket. Here's the other side of the invitation. So it actually holds shut this piece here that is a medicine bag. And of course, that's the image from Artie Mays. And then this is Tim Holtz, some of his stamps that I've made up as pretty tag. And then it has some more of the Artie Mays pieces inside of it. And then that just goes right behind it. And then I left it in here, and it helps keep all the little tags inside of it. And you can sort of see it. Here was a stenciled page with a few clusters on it. Another end of the antiquarian. This was a little piece of ephemera, and I love this ribbon. I got that at Hobby Lobby. But it's sort of a skeletal ribbon. It really adds a lot of texture. And then we've got this kind of a pocket that it has this way with a pretty flower on it, and then I put that way just for the idea of this being mulberry paper that's helping you turn the page. And with mulberry paper, you see what's on the other side, so I had to put more tags and another pocket on this side. And the other end of my flower book. And this is the end of that one. This is something I made on one of my shorts on my YouTube. But it was masking off to do the moon, and then you spray and the colors bleed and make a really beautiful image. I'm thinking about doing that real soon here in October for close to Halloween. But here is one I made with little rivets. That one's going to my friend's mom, and this one's going to another friend's mom. So they're both going to new homes to be loved. This was in my put the junk in junk journal video, but I thought the beautiful flower would work up here. And this is more images from the kit. I did like a little braided guy here with some of the little stamp image and a word and some cheesecloth. I think that's what that was. Here is another one of my, and you can see I made them very similar because I thought they were going in the same book. And here is a belly band I made and has like one of the ephemera pieces you can write on the back of it. I'm hoping everybody is doing good today and getting in their craft rooms, and I really appreciate all my subscribers and things coming to watch, all my new watchers coming to watch. This is sort of a little news a book page envelope that I made, and with it having all the flowers, I thought it went just right in here. And this is a double like little tuck here, because here's the milk cartons. This is the breakfast tuck. You got the milk cartons, and then you got the eggs, which have two little tiny guys behind them, which are sorted to do with herbs. Here's another one, the mulberry strips that I made, which really enhances that. That is, yeah, that is on that page, right? Oh, I skipped a page. I'm sorry. I like this page because of the blues. That's one of my favorite colors. So, beautiful image there. And then this is got a little tiny cluster on the top of it. I did this little ribbon of flowers there along that side. I'm leaving room to journal. I have a tendency of filling everything up. So I do want them to be able to write in it, save memories if I need to. So that was some of my own paper I made, and try to add a lot of lace on the edges, and of course the beautiful iris. I love irises. Then had these little yellow flowers on the back, and they went really well with this page. And that's the center. I didn't do any dangles in this one. I didn't want them to get in the way in case she needed to write. She's recording what's happening in her house where they're renovating. There's another one of those pretty little chairs. And I did a little bit of edging here. And this page, I messed up and had that above. Can you see it? So I put this little blessed there to cover up the other side. But this is one of those silverware holders. And you fold it up and you're able to make, there's a little seed packet. And then this pulls out and it has all this stamping that I did on there and some little collage ideas that goes with this same book. There we go. And then just empty pages. We got to leave some of those in our journals. And I did some more lace. And this is just two little things in that tuck. And another large pocket that has one of those matchbook theme kind of pieces, and I stenciled inside of it so you didn't see the white. We don't want to see white if we don't have to. That's a tag behind there. And this is some of my tea bag grounds paper. And here's another belly band, and I made it have a tuck. It's got where you can write on the back of it. and it tucks down in there. And here's my bat wing. I don't think I've posted that video yet. But here's a little sneak peek. But there's a journal card that goes and tucks in there. You can tuck it this way, you can tuck it that way, or you can tuck a larger piece in there that keeps it firm. And then on the other side, you have a little window if you use an envelope, and it's got the milk bottles again. And you can write on the back of it. But you can put anything in your window that you'd like to see. And then here's the back. And the way, what I chose to do the back tuck with is I had 3 strips and they're all different sizes. So I just rounded the edges and glued them together. And I made a tuck. And it was the simplest way to do it, but it's kind of pretty. It's kind of Art Deco-y. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was both of my books here. And please give me some likes and comments and let me know how you like this. Everybody have a great day.